Okay, now for assignment number two. This is going to be the second thing that you do every single day after you check all the listings for out of stocks and the competitiveness. So here's a very important detail. What you do is you go back to home and you check this API usage. As you can see right now, it's very low. So just keep this API usage in mind. It's going to be very important later. Next, what you do is you go to get seller items. Actually, no, you would go to my sellers. And as you can see, I have a lot of sellers in here. Okay. So I usually click about 30 sellers, I would say. And what I use is I have a plugin that I use for Chrome. An extension is called multi-check box. Okay. Pretty much you would just add this item into Chrome. I already added this item. I just need to enable it. Okay. So what I would do is once you install this extension, you should see this check box on the top of your Chrome. Next, you would refresh the page and click on this icon and press Alt and click and drag until you hit, again, I think around 30 sellers. 30 sellers should be good. Actually, 35, maybe even 35, maybe even to 40. I'm just estimating approximately this much. Okay. And then the next thing you would do is you would scroll, after you selected those sellers, you would scroll down and you would press Run Selected. Minimum quantity sold would be 4. Minimum selling price would be $55. And click Search. Now, this is going to take some time to complete. So, what I recommend you to do is actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this for you right now, and then tomorrow you should have this already in the system, and it's going to be ready for you to find new items for me. So you can forward this part. You don't need to watch this part, as it's just going to scan. So as you can see, it's taking quite some time to scan all the items. So I'm going to stop it short. But in your case, all you need to do is just wait for it to finish. And another thing is that do this, as you can see, it takes very long. So do this um, the first thing when you start working, and then all you need to do to view the listings is open them, click the view listings tab and open it in a new tab, and you can start working on the listings and updating the listings while this is scanning. Okay, so I'm just going to stop it for now. Okay, so here is the research that the scanner found. And all you need to do is go through this research and see if there's listings that we can list. So click on the first one. Okay, click edit. Actually, what you would do is you would click edit in a new tab. Okay, so as you can see, once you click edit, it opens in a new tab and you have a lot of images. And the way I find the suppliers is I just click on the image and it searches this image on Google. And as you can see, the first result that comes up is Walmart. All you do is you click here and let's see, what is this? So this is a king size electric adjustable lived bed. Now this one is not electric. But I think this one is. Okay, but as you can see, this item is no longer available. So you could check somewhere else, but usually when Walmart doesn't have it available, I don't try to find it anywhere else. Okay, so just move on to the next item. I just close this one. And go to the next listing. Open that in a new tab. Now this is some kind of a tool. From what I know, I don't think that Walmart has it, but it might. Okay, so Walmart does have it, but it's out of stock. So again, just move on. So after you check the seller and went through all of the listings, you would just click delete seller. Okay, and you would move on to the next seller. Now this guy has a lot of listings. And usually, when sellers have so many listings sold and they have like 100 sales per month, it's usually very hard to compete with them. So I check a few of them, but usually, if I cannot compete on the ones that I checked, I just delete the seller and move on. So let's check this one. Again, click on the image. The image shows up in Google. Click the Walmart link. Okay, this item is sold by Costway, but it's in Walmart's website. So a very important thing, what you need to check is whether this item has a return policy. So what you would do is you would click on the store name, you would click returns, and they do have a 30-day return policy. But all non-seller mistake returns are subject to a 20% restocking fee, and the buyer should pay for round-trip shipping fee. Okay, so usually because of these types of issues and that you have to pay the return fee for shipping, I don't list anything that is shipped by third-party suppliers inside of Walmart's website. So if you see that it's shipped and sold by any other company other than Walmart, just stay away. So close this one. And I think the seller is is actually Costway themselves. Seems like, let's check their eBay link. Yeah, Costway. Yeah, so this is actually the store costway.com and they're selling on eBay. So there's no way for us to compete with them. Once you find out that there's no way for you to compete with them, you would go up to the URL, and after the seller and work, it would be the store's name, and you would just copy this name and go to My Sellers, open it in a new tab, and you would Control F, you would find this seller, Costway. You would check it, and you would scroll down and press. You would go into the tag area. You would put in bad seller, exactly how it's spelled here, and you would press tag selected. And now this seller will not show up in your scans, which is a good thing. Okay, continuing on, we would delete the seller. Yes. And move on to the next person. Okay. Another thing, if you see automotive, um, we do not list automotive. We do not list any items in the automotive category. And if you try to list something in the automotive section, DS Junior will not let you. So just letting you know. Okay, baby nursery. This looks like it's a nice item. But for you, you should go through, again, all of them. So let's start with this one. Kind of a patio rug. Click on the image. Image will load on Google. Nothing on Google, so just close it. Move on to the next item. I already tried to sell this, so I'm just gonna skip it. Go on to the next one. Okay, what is this? Click on the image. Look for Walmart or Amazon. Not seeing anything. Sometimes you should click on the second one. Mm, yeah, not really seeing anything. Maybe another one. Yep, not really seeing anything. Okay, just close it and move on to the next listing. Okay, click the image. Click Walmart. Okay, this item is 140 or 139.51. The seller is selling it for 125. So in that case, let's see if they're actually selling it for that price. Check eBay. Yeah, they're selling it for 125, and it's here for one. Is it the same one? Oh, it's a different one. Okay. So there we go. This is the correct one. Okay. So this item is 109. Let's put that into our calculator. 109. I think it was 83. Yeah, 83. He's selling it for 125.06. 4 cents. Yeah, there's no way we can compete with that. So just close the listing and move on. Let's see. Okay, click the image. Okay, Walmart. So this item is out of stock, and just move on. This was a queen size. Okay, choose the size queen. Queen is out of stock and it's sold by Wayfair, which is not Walmart, so we don't care. Okay, interesting that Staples is selling this item. Let's see if they haven't. Nope, out of stock as well. Okay, just move on. This is a automotive item. This is also automotive item. Let's check this item. This item is out of stock. Okay. There's another one right here. But it's a different item. As you can see, the second picture doesn't match. And this one only has 2 shelves, and this one has 3 shelves. So you have to keep very close attention to these kind of small details. So, yeah, move on till we find. And this one is an Amazon item, $69.99. Yeah, $69.99, 79. We just won't be able to compete. When you see a seller that has very low margins, has very low profit margins, just go ahead and delete them and move on to the next seller. Um, this is not the correct item. Okay, this is the correct item. He's selling it for 169. This item is 139.30. Um, 169.98. 98. Okay, so we can beat him um, because because the profit margin on this $170 item is around 6%, I would say. We can only beat him by 50 cents. So my price on this item would be 169.49. Okay. So when you find an item that you can list and you can beat them, what you would do is you would actually need to go and check eBay to make sure that they have sold 4 of these pretty recently, and they did. So May 11th, that was a couple of days ago. Okay, so that checks out. And then next, you would copy the title into eBay and see if there are cheaper listings. Okay, but there are not. There are no cheaper listings. So we go back and we just click. We scroll down. After the images, there will be a supplier link box. And what you would do is copy the Walmart item and put it in. This box is for supplier variation. So let's say, for example, this item had multiple colors, and maybe I can find something that has multiple colors just for you to see. Okay, so let's say this item, this is the item that was on sale. And as you can see, there are 2 different colors. So what you do is you press the correct color and it would say finished cherry or some other variation. All you do is you just copy cherry and you would put it into the supplier variation. Okay. Sometimes there are multiple supplier variations. So it would have finish and then size. So let's say the size was um, an XL or a large. You would copy this symbol right here, paste it here, and just put large. Okay. Or small, or whatever the size is. This is a very important step. But again, because we have nothing for the 10th, just keep it blank. Okay, so let's go check our supplier price again. Supplier price is 139.30. Put that into here, 139.30. And the shipping is free, and we click save. On the next page, you would put in the price at which you want to list the listing at, or our listing at, which, like I said, would be 50 cents cheaper than this guy because of the low margins. So it would be 169.49. Okay. Next, you would remove this description, go back to the supplier, Scroll down and you would click read more over here, and just copy this entire description, paste it into here. I usually remove read less. Also, I usually remove this warning if there is one, and I remove the model number. That doesn't need to be here. Other than that, this is fine. Move on to, you just go down and click save. Check the images. The next step is to check the images if they have any watermarks. And as you can see, these images do not come from the supplier. So if there are any images that do not come from the supplier, all you do is you click the remove box. Now, sometimes images are watermarked. So let's say this first image is watermarked. You would remove it. And if there's additional images that look exactly like this later on in the listing, then you would click to remove this image and it's fine. But sometimes there are no all of the images have watermarks, so you would just click remove on all of the images, and you would actually go back to the supplier, click on the image, and right click and save the image. Okay, and then you would click choose DSGenie pictures. You would go into this box, choose file, click the image, and you would press upload. Okay. Now this listing is fine and it has no watermarks. It has no seller watermarks. So I'm just going to remove this one and click save. Now this item is in our suggested items, and all you do is you click add to my eBay account. And if everything is fine, your item is listed. Okay, so this is how you do product research. Now, as you can see, we scanned some items and our API usage raised from it was 40 to 500. So just keep an eye on this. When you're scanning listings, make sure it doesn't go over 4,000. If it goes over 4,000, just stop the scanning. And the way you stop the scanning is, let's say it's scanning over here, you just close the tab and it stops the scan. Okay. So once you list this item, go ahead and delete the seller. Okay. And you would move on to the next seller. Okay. I don't list electronics, so this subwoofer, I don't list any electronics, just so you know, and I would just delete this guy. Okay, and now we have zero research. So we would need to scan for more research. But if you're already at 4,000, then just don't scan any more research. If you're at 4,000, let me know and just send me a message via Skype. Let's say you come in on the next day and you need every single day you're going to need to scan listings. So what you would do is you would go again into my sellers, and if you scroll down you can see that these are the sellers that we scanned just right now or yesterday, and these are the sellers that we scanned about a week ago. So you need to scan the sellers from the top of the dates which you scanned the furthest away. So as you can see, this we scanned these guys a week ago and we scanned these guys today. So um, next time you would scan the people, the sellers that we scanned the furthest time away. Okay, okay, that is all. This is how you list and find sellers. Again, if you have any questions, just send them to me via Skype.